Hi everyone. It's been a while since I did my last video, but as you can see from this image, I my chemical sensitivity is kind of going haywire. And this past week, I dared to work for 4 days in a row because I thought my meditation was going well, and I thought I was becoming, um, you know, expeditiously being desensitized to chemicals in the environment. So I thought I could take on assignments 4 days in a row. However, since um, each day ran up to like 9 or 10 hours, and the meeting room was occupied by more than 30 people, and the colleagues that I had teamed up with happened to be more or less, you know, scented product users. And since I needed to be seated quite close to them for such a long time, and without being able to open any windows, um, my health deteriorated, basically. I couldn't even open my eyes because my eyelids were matted together with pus or mucus, um, from, you know, being exposed to a strong chemical scents. One particular interpreter was like constantly spraying herself with air freshener, and that smell really was fatal to me. And so my vision started getting blurry, and my nostrils started to clog up, and even more, my tongue was just burning, and it was really hurting actually. And when I looked my tongue in the mirror during the break, I could literally see the edges being formed in a zigzag shape. And I still have blisters and canker sores on my tongue. And, there are like scars even here and there. I didn't cut it, but I think it's the chemicals that's the culprit. And so I can't really eat salty or spicy food at the moment because it would really sting and hurt. And since I became really, my tongue and my membranes all became super sensitive, now it's reacting to the formaldehyde in the hotel room. And so I had been able to tolerate being at the hotel room for a while, but after being exposed to the air freshener and the detergent and fabric softener smells for 3 days in a row in an enclosed meeting room, it's quite a challenge. And I'm now wearing a mask layered with carbon filter, which is supposed to shut out formaldehyde from penetrating. So when I wear this, it gets a little better, and my throat and my mouth would stop burning. But I can still feel the sting on my skin and my eyelids and wherever that's exposed. So, yep, I thought I was, becoming desensitized as planned, or I had hoped. But that may have been because I was able to isolate myself from the environment as long as I wanted to by not working or not putting myself out in the public. And I was able to like run away from them if I had to. But I mean, it reminded me that whenever I have to show up for physical assignments, like work, and be surrounded with clients and colleagues, this, multiple chemical sensitivity risk is always there. And the chances are there's at least one person who would be smelling like some kind of a chemical product. So it was a reminder that for me to work sustainably for long term, I really have to shift myself towards online business and establish a successful online business. So that was the learning that I got from working 4 days in a row. But I have to make money to pay the hotel bills because I'm homeless. I have been staying at hotels for about 5 years now, and because I can't find a place to rent, because most of the apartments are either chemical ridden or are nearby or situated near sources of infrasound units and fixtures such as air conditioner units or fan motors and that kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, and I also realized that even without all these sensitivity and the health issues, um, you know carrying out interpretation assignments as I age is starting to become physically burdensome and mentally burdensome as well, because it's not just about showing up and performing on the day of the assignment, but there's like tons of preparation that needs to take place beforehand or study through the materials, which can be oftentimes very technical. And I have to perform and do the best I can every time I show up. And I realized that that alone is quite burdensome. So in that regards as well, establishing a solid and lucrative online business for me to sustain myself over the long run is indispensable. That was what I thought. So I am trying to do just that while I cope with this environmental ordeal. So that's why I cannot progress as fast as I could, but I'm working on it. So I just wanted to share with you where I stand at the moment and why I was gone for several days. I was physically, out there doing the gigs. But, yep. So I believe, building an online business that allows you to work from wherever or from your home would be a great advantage for you, those of you who are also in similar situation as I am, those with health issues, or those who have to stay at home to take care of your family, or for any reasons. And even without those health issues or family issues, it's always a good idea to be able to, create income from online, whether you have a job or not. So I would recommend that you give it a thought. And I'm gonna put my a website link under my video. So if you're interested in finding out possibilities to start your own online business, I'd suggest you check it out. Well, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.